Stephen Curry is and always will be known as the greatest shooter of all time, and also is amazing at creating his own shot. While Giannis, on the other hand, gets to the rim at ease and doesn't really worry about his three-point shot. Alright, and here we have the trade loaded up here into 2K26. As we can see, the Warriors will be sending the Bucks Brandon Bajetsky, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, and 3 firsts. And the Bucks obviously will be giving the Warriors Giannis Antetokounmpo, Thanasis, and Kyle Kuzma. Now, this trade obviously would not work in the realm of 2K because, why the heck would the Bucks ever do this? But there have been a lot of speculations that this could be the Warriors trade package right here. I mean, it's not 100% accurate just because the Warriors would be giving up more picks that they have, but this is all I can give in the world of 2K. So let's get this trade done. Boom, the deal is done. And now Giannis Antetokounmpo is a Golden State Warrior alongside with Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler. Now, Jimmy Butler is going to be out for the rest of the season in the simulation, but, he'll hopefully be back next season. And if this trade actually does go through in real life, Curry definitely has another shot at ring number 5. And as a Warriors fan, this is definitely a great trade for me to see. But honestly, I could see this trade working out for both sides just because, it gives Curry another shot at ring number 5. And then with Milwaukee Bucks, you could see now Kuminga has a chance to finally start on a team that he could lead to victory because this team is relatively young. So for the Bucks, this is still a great trade. You get a lot of young pieces, you get a lot of picks, you just start rebuilding for the future, especially since, you don't have Giannis anymore. But all in all, I think this is a very fair trade for both teams. All right, well, without any further interruptions, I say we get this started. And also, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video will only be focused on the Warriors. If you guys want to see me do a simulation where I simulate the Bucks future for a couple seasons and see how that goes, make sure you guys comment that down below or hit the like button and maybe I'll get right on that. Again, for the purpose of this video, we will mostly only be doing the rest of the Stephen Curry area for the Warriors. I say we just get started and let's simulate to the end of the season. Let's see if they are able to, hold on, let me adjust the lineup. So this is what the Warriors will hopefully be running throughout the season. I don't think they'll start Buddy, but you never know. So it'd be Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Moses Moody, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Al Horford. And then this would be their bench. All right, now that we have seen the team, let's go ahead and just simulate the rest of the regular season and see what happens here. All right, the season is wrapping up. Looks like Nikola Jokic is your MVP. Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year. Jaime Jaquez wins Sixth Man. Victor is the DPOY, no surprise there. Tyrese Maxey wins Clutch Player of the Year, I could see that. And Mark Daigneault wins Coach of the Year with the Thunder, who went 62-20. Here we go with the first team. We got Jokic, Luka, I don't see any Warriors here. Nor do I see it on the second team, and nor do I see it on the third team. So no Warriors make all NBA teams, which is kind of shocking. All defensive, I don't see anyone either. All right, well, let's head to the playoffs where the Warriors finished off as the 7th seed. Let's see where they finished. The Warriors went 48-34, so that's okay. That's not too bad. Compared to where they were, where they're only like 5 games over 500. So honestly, for the Warriors to finish out the year like that, that's not that bad. Just the West is very, very stacked. All right, well, let's see if the Warriors can even make it out of the play-in. They do. They make it into the playoffs as the 7th seed. And for the first round, they're going against Minnesota, who have a very interesting roster. They're also in the mix to possibly get Giannis. So if they are able to get Giannis, Anthony Edward and Giannis duo would go absolutely insane, first of all. But you would have to give up a lot for him. But yeah, so this is the first round matchup. Let's see what happens in game number 1. Game 1, the Warriors take. Game 2, Minnesota takes. Game 3, the Warriors take. Game 4, Minnesota takes. So it is a 2-2 series. Warriors go up in game 5. I'm just going to simcast it just to see, because this is the first year. We got to see what happens. I got to get as much gameplay of Giannis and Steph together as possible. But right now, Warriors going to game 7 in the first round of the playoffs. Let's see if the Warriors can actually get to the second round. But Ant in these simulations was absolutely insane, and it's not yeah, it is not looking good for the Warriors at all this first season. I was not expecting that Wow, okay. What happened in this game 7? Anthony Edwards dropped 26. Julius Randle dropped 22 and 14. Okay. What happened over here? Okay. That is definitely very interesting stat line for Steph and Giannis. They both just they just did not come to game 7 ready, nor did Moses Moody. Jeez. 1 for 9 from 3. 1 for 6 from D'Anthony Melton. Jeez. Anyway, all right. Well, the Warriors lose in the first round in our first year of simulating. So let's just simulate the rest of the playoffs. We got, wow, the Spurs. Honestly, I could see that. Wemby going off and winning finals MVP. So let us keep going. Braun, you're not retiring. The Brody. Wow, half of the Warriors players retire between Buddy, Al Horford, and Seth Curry. All right, actually, I'll just see the draft. I just want to see who gets the first pick. The Sacramento Kings get the first pick in the draft. That is interesting. Anyway, let's go over to player progression. Wow, they signed Bryce James to a 1-year deal, LeBron James' other son. That's very interesting. And as we now go into player progression, we see Giannis. Curry's getting old. He's 38, but Steph Curry goes down 1. Moses Moody goes up. Kyle Kuzma goes up. Jimmy is still a little injured. He'll be back midway through the season, hopefully. Al Horford goes down. Buddy, yeah, his team is not gonna be looking too good for too much longer. Time to start season number 2. Now, let's really hope that this team locks in and hopefully maybe makes a couple trades, because the Warriors definitely need some help. Giannis and Steph, I don't think, can carry this team by themselves. Let's just see what happens. Oh, wow. Okay. They win the first game of the season. See, this was kind of like what I was expecting out of the two. I need Curry and Giannis just to be that dynamic duo. Him and Steph are just so good together. Like, they would be so good if they were on the same team. But I guess we'll see what happens. Till the trade deadline, see what happens. If anything noteworthy comes up, I will let you guys know. All right, something noteworthy is as the Warriors are 19-8, Jimmy Butler is finally back from his injury. So this is going to be your new starting lineup between Steph Curry, I guess they signed Landry Shamet, Jimmy Butler, Giannis, and they also have Zach Collins. And off the bench, just their normal rotation. Jimmy Butler being back honestly adds so much to this team. But right now they are currently 19-8, so not a bad record. Looks like they're first in the conference. So let's see if they can continue that through the trade deadline. All right, so we're finally at the trade deadline where the Warriors are 33-19. Definitely a step up from where they were last season, as they currently stand 4th in the conference. So Minnesota looks like they're number 1. Then you also got the Clippers, the Spurs, and the Grizzlies. This team is going to be so good for years to come. I really don't know if this Warriors team will have what it takes to beat the Spurs, but anyway, so we are going to now sit past the trade deadline and let's see how they finish out throughout the season. Okay, we are coming to the end of year number 2 of Steph Curry and Giannis, and they end the season on a win with Victor Wembanyama winning MVP, Darren Peterson winning Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to DeJounte Murray. Victor Wembanyama wins DPOY. Zachary Richaget wins Most Improved. Nikola Jokic Clutch Player. Chris Finch went 61 and 21. So the Wolves were very good this year. NBA First Team, we see Giannis, who this year looks like Giannis averaged 26 with 12 rebounds and 5 assists. See, did Curry make an All-NBA team? No, he did not. So Giannis is the only one to make an All-NBA team. And Giannis also made All-Defensive First Team as well. So he definitely did very, very good this season. But let's see where we stand in the playoffs. Looks like we finished as the number 2 seed in the West. So as we look to go against the Clippers in the first round, you got James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac. And let's simulate a couple games here to see how it goes. Warriors win game 1. They also win game 2. And they also win game 3. Let's see. Who is it just Giannis doing his thing? Giannis is averaging 30 in the playoffs so far, as Curry is only averaging 18, as Curry had also a down year with Giannis. But honestly, with Giannis carrying the load, I don't blame Curry for taking a step back here, but only averaging 18 in the first round is kind of crazy. His season stats were 23. He averaged 5 assists. Shot it pretty good from 3, not too bad. And let's see if they can win through the first round. Clippers take a game, and the Warriors make it out of the first round. So now we move on to round number 2. Phoenix Suns, who Book, Jalen Green, Grayson Allen, Dillon Brooks, Mark Williams. There's so much controversy between this team, and just honestly, Dillon Brooks is kind of just a menace on defense. So let's see if he can outwit Giannis, or if Giannis is just too strong mentally for that. Game 1 goes to Phoenix. Curry dropped 30 36 and Giannis dropped 24, but Booker dropped 63. Devin Booker just dropped 63 in that first game. 22 of 28. What are we talking about? Game 2 goes to the Warriors. Giannis finally stepping up. Since when did they get CJ McCollum? I don't know when that happened. So it looks like they signed him in the offseason, but yeah, Giannis and Curry did their thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about Jimmy too. Wow, okay, Jimmy only averaged 13 this season. That's not very Jimmy Butler-esque. And he's only averaging 14 this playoffs. So let's see if he can step it up a bit. Curry finally stepping up a little bit more too. Game 3, the Warriors winning, of course. Giannis and Curry. Also, I saw Kyle Kuzma drop that 22. That's pretty impressive. Warriors take game 4, and do the Warriors get out? They do. They head to the conference finals to go against... Did you just see that? The Minnesota Timberwolves just came back from like a 3-1 comeback or something like that. The Warriors will be going against the Timberwolves again here in the conference finals. They've been giving some problems to this Warriors team as they take game 1 pretty convincingly. Giannis just did not want to play any basketball, I guess. Anthony Edwards dropped a 30 ball on them. Going to game 2, Minnesota. Game 3, Minnesota takes. Okay, I guess Minnesota is just the greatest team ever assembled. I just realized, why do the Timberwolves have Jonathan Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga left the Bucks after that season and joined the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's currently averaging 15 points, 13 in the playoffs so far. What are we talking about? Anyway, the Wolves are pretty much looking to win this game here. I really hope it's close, because if it's close, finally jump in as... it's not close enough, unfortunately, and the Warriors will lose in game 4. They get swept by the Timberwolves in the playoffs, as looks like Ant wins conference MVP, and they go against the Pistons in the playoffs as the Timberwolves win the championship in game 7. So that'll be the end of year 2. Definitely a disappointing finish between Curry and Giannis, but let's see if, because honestly I think Curry's going to retire soon. I think they got it like maybe 1 or 2 more seasons together, and other than that, I don't know if I have much faith in this team. And it does look like Curry is trying to retire, but for the purpose of this video being a little bit longer, I will overturn his retirement. Wow, look at this. This is a Hall of Fame right here. This is definitely a Hall of Fame. So let's see who wins the draft lottery just for no reason. We got the 76ers. I don't even see the Bucks, so I don't really know what happened to them in the draft. Giannis declined his player option, but I don't really care because no matter what, I'm bringing Giannis back to this team. This is a Warriors, Curry, and Giannis video. This isn't any other video. Yeah, looks like the Warriors just probably lost Giannis in free agency. They did. And they lost Curry too. So I'm going to go get those guys back and put them back on the Warriors terms for this video. And yeah, so I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to start recording again because I thought this was funny. Stephen Curry joined the Minnesota Timberwolves to go join Ant Edwards to go try to ring chase. That's so funny to me. And then Giannis went to Brooklyn just for fun, I guess. I don't know. Okay, time for the start of season number 3. And going back to the roster, we have Giannis, Curry. Curry's an 89 now, so I don't really know how much longer he has. He did just try to retire on us, so this probably will be the last season of the video. You also have Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody's still here, Will Richard. This team is kind of falling off very, very fast. Let's just see how this goes. I don't really have much faith in this team, in all honesty, but I will go to the trade deadline and update you guys accordingly. Okay, we are approaching the trade deadline, and it looks like the Warriors are currently second in their conference, and they are 37-15. Let's just see what everyone's doing currently. Giannis definitely taking a step up a little bit. He's averaging 27 and 13 basically. Curry averaging 24. For some reason he's averaging more than he did last season, but he's averaging 24. The team also has Jeremy Sohan now. Guess he signed him in free agency. He's averaging 12, and Jimmy Butler is currently averaging 12. So Jimmy isn't really much help anymore, but this team is honestly pretty well-rounded. I mean, it's definitely very top-heavy with Curry and Giannis, but overall, this team isn't performing too bad so far. And let's just take a look around the league. Spurs are definitely the number 1 team in the league. Again, I really don't know how this is very fair. Why is Jonathan Kuminga on the Spurs? I don't know. He is a team hopper, it seems like. I guess he's going to ring chase, as yes, he is. 2027. So That's definitely interesting and something to keep an eye on. Yeah, overall not too bad for the Warriors. I'm going to simulate to the end of the regular season, and again, I will see you guys in the playoffs where hopefully Steph can win this ring before he retires. Alright, we are coming up to the end of the regular season as Wemby wins another MVP. Josh Giddey wins 6-man. Wemby wins DPOY. He is so broken in these simulations, it's not funny. Rob Dillingham, most improved. Congrats to him, man. Luka wins clutch player. Mitch Johnson, coach of the year. Alright, let's see. Giannis makes all-NBA first team. Nobody else on a team besides Giannis. And here you go, Giannis again on all-offensive first team. Yeah, the Warriors finished out as the second best team yet again. So let's see what they can do. They're going against Luka and the Lakers in round 1. They have pods. I guess pods missed the LA weather. Grady Dick, Jared Vanderbilt, Robert Williams. All right. You've seen Luka and Curry before, obviously. As Luka takes game 1. Why is Zach Collins your leading scorer? I don't know. I'm gonna change this up a little bit. I'm gonna make this an 8-man rotation, just so then the starters get a little bit more minutes because they definitely need it. All right, well, let's move on to game number 2. I really need to see some Steph and Giannis gameplay, so let's see what happens here. And game number 3 is the Warriors are... Oh my gosh, wait, the Warriors just came back. Okay, keep it close. Okay, it is a 4-point game with 2 minutes to go. We can finally jump in and maybe watch some Curry and Giannis gameplay here. All right, here we go. This is game number 3 in the first round. Obviously, you've just got to get some gameplay here. Giannis, oh man, this feels so weird seeing Curry and Giannis on the same floor together. As Ben Simmons is in a Lakers uniform. That is definitely very interesting to see. As Giannis, go away with the... Oh, he missed it. Wow, that was very uneventful. All right, here we go now. Ben Simmons running up the floor over to Huff. Jay Huff in the game, the backward stunker over to Sensabaugh looking to work on Jimmy. Jimmy playing some lockdown defense on him. Oh, he has nowhere to go. The layup, no good. Jimmy Butler looking to run up the floor now. Jeremy Sohan, Whiteside for 3. Can't get it to go. Oh man, come on. The Warriors are currently down 4 with 1:40 left to go, so the Warriors really need to lock in here. Is Ben Simmons going to be the closer, really, for the Lakers? That's a very interesting decision. Here we go. 5 seconds to work with. Over to Grady Dick for 3. He hits it! Oh man, the Warriors are in shambles right now. Bang, though, for Grady Dick. As Paz looks to get revenge. Oh, what a steal from Jay Huff. That might do it, depending what happens this possession. Grady Dick looking to put it away over to Sensabaugh. He gets it in. Luka isn't even in the game, by the way. This is just pure Laker hoops. Man, Bryce Sensabaugh has 32 on the night. You guys see that? As Curry all the way. Oh man, he can't get it to go. Curry, what happened to my go? Curry is selling big time. Oh, Grady Dick could have shot that over to Jay Huff, though. And Huff is... Oh, no. I thought it was a 3-second call, but Pods looks like he set an illegal screen as Warriors call timeout, and it's not looking good for them right now as they are down 9 with 41 seconds to go. All right, here we go now. Jimmy Butler bringing in the ball. If I'm the Warriors, you just want to get the step at this point, just so that he can shoot a 3. Curry, look at the drive. Oh man, Pods is playing lock-up defense. What world are we living in? What world are we living in where Pods is playing lockdown defense on Curry? What is Curry doing? Why is Curry posting up? Jimmy, over to Whiteside, and that'll probably do it. Man, that was very, very ugly. Not a good jumping game whatsoever for the Warriors. Curry dropped 32, but I don't know what that last possession was there. Giannis dropped 26 and 14, but for some reason they just can't stop Bryce Sensabaugh. Yeah, that makes sense. Bryce Sensabaugh is a star in this league, in this simulation. Warriors are currently down 3-0 right now. It would take a miracle for the Warriors to come back here as the Lakers just scored 32. Okay, wait. Wait, Warriors? The Warriors lost in the first round. This has been a pretty disappointing simulation. Honestly, that might be it soon because I think Curry might retire here. I might try to do one more season post Curry. Yeah, Stephen Curry is retired, and as you can see, I cannot bring him back, unfortunately. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do one more season, see if Giannis can potentially win a ring. I'll see you guys at the start of next season to see if Giannis can actually win a ring. All right, heading into the final season of the Giannis area in Golden State. Oh wow, okay. It looks like that they actually went out and signed Donovan Mitchell, I guess. Okay. Cool. I guess they had a lot of money to spend in free agency. So let's just see how this roster is looking now. Looks like the roster will be Donovan Mitchell, Dariq Whitehead, Will Richard, and Giannis. And the rest are nobodies, basically. Well, let's just see how the season goes. This will be the last season of the simulation. I will, I guess, see you guys at the trade deadline. Also, I'm planning on maybe doing a Warriors rebuild video. I don't know when that would be, but I'm planning on maybe trying to do a video like that. So if you guys like that idea, make sure you guys also leave that down below in the comments and let me know if you guys would like to see that kind of simulation, because, you know, I'm a fan of the Warriors and where they're at currently in terms of real life, you know, they definitely need a lot of help. So if you would like to see that, let me know. All right, coming up to the final trade deadline of the video, we can see that the Warriors are currently 28 and 22. Definitely fell off a lot. I feel bad for Giannis. He's kind of just in the same situation that he was in Milwaukee. Giannis is averaging 30 and 13. Obviously very impressive. D. Mitchell is averaging 27 and 4, so he's having a good season. So it's definitely not these two fault. It's literally just Giannis and D. Mitch at this point. Yeah, let's go, I guess, straight to the playoffs, as they're currently ranked 7th in the West, so I guess we will just see what happens at the end of the regular season. Okay, and we are winding down to the end of the regular season. Let's go see who wins MVP. Looks like Victor Wembanyama, yet again, 3-time MVP. The Spurs won 63 and 19, of course. Giannis, All-NBA first team yet again. He has been very, very good for the Warriors. Let me tell you that. He has made first team the past couple years, so that's nice. The Warriors are in the playoffs, so that is pretty cool. Let's go see where they finished off at. It looks like the team ended up going 45 and 37, so definitely a major step back from where they were last season in terms of when they had Curry. But anyway, they're going against probably Shea, if I had to guess. Yeah, Shea, Jalen Williams, Chet. This team is very, very good. Well, I guess without further ado, let's see how they do here in this first round. OKC takes game 1, game 2, game 3. Wow, yeah, this is definitely a little sad for Giannis if he goes out like this, but let's just simulate a little bit. Let's just see if the Warriors can actually take this game here. It does not look like that they will. And unfortunately, the Warriors look like that they are going to get swept here in this final season against OKC. So a very, very underwhelming career simulation for the rest of Curry's career, as Phoenix wins the championship with D-Book winning finals MVP. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. Giannis and Curry cannot get it done, unfortunately. I don't think that that would be the scenario in real life, because that duo would be insane. But yeah, I mean, Curry and Giannis just couldn't get it done. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you really like this content. And let me know what you want me to do next in terms of simulations or rebuild. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.